Nestled on the eastern edge of Dorset's Jurassic coast, there's no doubt that Kimmeridge is picturesque. But this tranquility and isolation comes at a price.
If we pop this down on here.
Earlier this year, the 105 residents of this village had internet connections that were so slow, doing even the most basic thing online was practically impossible.
We did once, I remember, try and look at something on iPlayer, and it loaded about 2 to 3 seconds and then went dead. And a few minutes later, we might have got another second, and then you gave up after that.
Fed up of painfully slow internet, the people here pulled together to find their own solution. Well, that's where this mast comes in. It's 6 metres tall and it's using microwaves to communicate with a similar structure about 15 miles away on Portland. That information is then beamed down into the homes in the village through a discrete antenna on the outside of each of the properties.
People can surf the internet in the village now as if they're in the middle of a city. The speed's gone from 200k all the way up to 50 meg. A lot of the kids in the area couldn't do their homework because a lot of their homework's set online now, and they couldn't actually get online to do the work, so having to stay at school to actually finish it off.
So overnight, internet access here has leapt from these slow country lanes onto the information superhighway proper. This boost in speed became all the more important last month when this new £5 million museum of local fossils opened in the village.
Well, this is an internationally recognised collection, so we must be able to reach out to the whole world, and in particular when you're then researching these subjects, there are going to be very large files involved that need super-fast broadband.
There are subsidies available to help people in rural communities to access internet speeds of at least 2 megabits per second. And this village proves you don't have to settle for bad broadband.
There's this idea that small rural communities don't need lots of capacity in internet because, they're all either retired or they don't work in businesses that need internet. Well, that isn't the case anymore. I mean, Kimmeridge is a good example where a lot of the village, they're families with children, they're people who work, people working from home. They need to access these resources just the same as somebody who lives in the middle of Bournemouth.
And now, thanks to a 15-mile link across the water, they can. Steve Harris, BBC South Today, in Kimmeridge.